What is going on, guys, and welcome to episode number 1 of Pokémon Unbound. So what is Pokémon Unbound? So Pokémon Unbound is a fan-made ROM hack made by Skeli. I hope I said that correctly. Pokémon Unbound is filled with many features like difficulty settings, a new mission system, max raids, and more. It is a GBA ROM hack of Fire Red with Pokemon from Generations 1 to 8 and Gen 9 game mechanics. It is set in fanfictional region called the Borrius Region and has a complex plot. Hoopa Unbound is important to the plot and the mascot Pokemon. So of course, as you can see, Hoopa Unbound is right here on the startup screen. So Pokemon Unbound, I don't really know too much about this game. All I know is that it's a ROM hack of, like I just mentioned, Fire Red, and this is going to be fun, guys. I can't remember the last time I've done like a new Pokemon game like this on the channel as a video Let's Play. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. So just a couple things I want to mention here before we get started. This is not going to be a randomizer or a Nuzlocke. It's just going to be a normal Let's Play, casual Let's Play. Maybe in the future, after I beat the game normally, maybe I'll consider doing a randomizer or Nuzlocke, possibly. But for now, I just want to play the game normally as it's supposed to be played, and I'm looking forward to this, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, and let me know, guys, have you played Pokemon Unbound, because I'm very curious to see how many people have played this. And also, one more thing I do want to mention here, I did find a very helpful video by Phase Shift. I'm going to go ahead and plug him right now. I'm going to mention him real quick. He has a very good video on his channel of how to download this game and how to get everything properly set up. It was super simple. It took me just a couple minutes to do. So yes, I highly recommend checking out that video if you're looking into playing this game and downloading it. So there is that. I'll also put the link to his video in my description. So a big shout out once again to Phase Shift. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with Pokemon Unbound. Let's do it. Here we go. Alright, so I have gotten to the character selection screen, so there's just like a bunch of random stuff here at the start, so we're probably just gonna skip this. Okay, so now we're brought to this message screen here. So yeah, basically I just kind of skip past its like ROM info and emulator info. It's nothing too important, so I just went ahead and skipped that. So, welcome to Pokemon Unbound. Before you begin playing, please be aware that this is a non-profit fan game. If you paid for this game, reclaim your money immediately. Okay. Thankfully, I did not do that, so we are good. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. The world is a big place. Take your time exploring. There is no rush. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. The world and its people are alive. As you grow, they will grow along with you. With that in mind, you are almost ready to enter the Borrius Region, but first... Okay, so here's the character selection. I have not gotten past this. This is the first I've gotten so far. So let's go ahead and choose our character. We get to choose our gender. Last I checked, I am a male. So we'll go with male. Skin tone, let's go with, we'll go with this one. That's pretty accurate to mine. Hair color, I know there's a black one. Yeah, we'll go with this one right here. Jacket color, I know there's a blue one, so I'm going to choose that one. Now, trim color, I do like all the customization, by the way. The trim color, I think, where's that orange? Yeah, let's go with orange. I like how blue and orange look together. Is this who you'll play as? Yes. Last but not least, what is your name? Alright, so I'm going to keep it real original here, real simple. I'm going to go with Grande. So I have not made it this far yet. I've never made it to this character, the name selection. Alright, so we are Grande. Your name is Grande? Yes. Now, let's determine the best way for you to play the game. Is this your first time playing Pokemon Unbound? Yes, it is. Are you using the Eclipse GPMU, John GBA, or no? I guess that would be no. I'm using a Visual Boy Advance. Do you forget to save often? I guess I'll hit yes. even though I usually do save quite a bit. Do you enjoy challenging puzzles? Yes, I do. This includes puzzles ranging from stealth puzzles to boulder puzzles. I'll say yes, I do. The game's puzzle difficulty has been set to challenging. Okay. If you change it at any point using the options menu, be sure to leave the area for the changes to take effect. Okay. Do you know about the common type matchups such as the fairy type being weak to the poison type? Yes. Do you know the types of the majority of Pokemon such as Gliscor being the ground and flying types? Yes. Are you looking for a casual gameplay experience without worrying too much about battles? I'll say yes. For my first playthrough, I'll say yes. Vanilla is the recommended difficulty for you. While you are allowed to pick a higher difficulty, doing so may harm your gameplay experience. Are you okay to continue with the vanilla difficulty? I'll say yes. Okay, so the game's difficulty has been set to vanilla. Feel free to switch between vanilla and difficult at any point using the options menu. Okay, that's pretty handy. I like that. Long ago. Okay, looks like we have a cutscene. I don't know if I have to skip this or... Okay, I think I do have to push A. Yeah, I do. The Borrius Region was engulfed by a great war with a foreign land. It was a brutal war, one which lasted many years. During that time, the enemy managed to seize the upper hand. Oh wow. On the brink of defeat, the Borean king summoned a dark force to help turn the tides of battle. The foreign army's advantage was lost almost instantly. As soon as it entered the battlefield, the dark force used its power to create portals and transport the invading army back home. With the foreign army gone, the war seemed at an end for Borrius. However, their king, overcome by his lust for power, sent the Borean army through the portals as well. The war continued to rage in the foreign land for several years. Many more men and Pokemon were conscripted to fight and inevitably met their end on the battlefield. One such Pokemon having been a dear friend of the enemy king. Overcome with grief, the king built a device to restore its life, granting himself immortality in the process. But this traumatic event left him scarred and filled with anger. Unable to forgive the world that had hurt his precious Pokemon, he turned his machine into a giant weapon, the ultimate weapon. The king became a bringer of destruction that ended the war. Oh wow. With the war over, what little remained of the Borean army returned home. The king's Pokemon left him, and the battlefield became silent. Yet, peace was still to come. Enraged over the fruitless war fought, survivors of the war wished for ample compensation from the Borean king. When he had nothing to offer them, they began to manipulate the Dark Force to attack the Borean kingdom in an attempted coup. In an effort to stop the madness, the Borean king gathered the legendary Pokemon Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. Using the power of the three birds, a prison was created for the Dark Force, sealing its power. It became a shadow of its former self. Stripped of its power, it was taken in by the king and supervised by his progeny, until one fateful day. 16 years ago. Hoopa. I worry, old friend, for the future, when she arrives. I won't be able to protect you if she tries something. No, she will try something. It's a matter of what it will be. That's why, my friend, you must go into hiding. I'll send your Pokeball adrift amidst the waves. You'll surely be safer lost at sea than if you were to remain with me. If I'm wrong and nothing happens, I'll call you back. But if this is to be our final time together, protect my son if he is ever in danger. And in turn, should the wrong sort try to force your true power free, then trust him to protect you. Farewell, my good friend. It's gone. So, you came after all. Let's get this over with. 15 years later. Oh wow, so we just went, what is that, 31 years? That's actually my age, funny enough. Arg. How can I fulfill Grandpapa's wish if I cannot catch a single Pokemon? I promised him. I promised I would finish the war, but right now, I cannot even begin to fathom the possibility. Whatever should I do? A Pokeball? Here? Now? This Pokemon, it can't be. Hoopa. Haha. It appears, Grandpapa, there may be a way after all. It is time for destruction to engulf the land, and for the eternal flower to bloom once again. Pokémon Unbound. Present day. Okay, so it looks like we're in our bedroom now. And here's Hoopa. Oh my gosh, okay, we're sucked into a portal. So we have a scientist here. What the? How did you get in here? Quick, scientist, what are you standing around for? Grab him. Now knock him out and lock him up in the warehouse. Zeph is going to freak out when he hears about this. Oh my god, so we're locked in a warehouse now? He is unconscious, Hoopa. Stop. Have I not told you countless times to stay out of my cube space unless you have express permission? I am aware you cannot travel through your rings anymore, but that does not give you the right to disobey me. And were you the one responsible for bringing him here? I do not know what you wanted him for, but you have been a repeated nuisance ever since I found you on that beach last year. I may not be your true guardian, but I am your trainer now. And as your trainer, I order you to cease these immature antics of yours. Now. What a bother. Wait. Now that I think about it, I could work with this. Okay, so we are awake and we are moving. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to wrap it up right here. So I'm going to try to keep these videos between 15 to 20 minutes. That was a lot of dialogue. I was not expecting that much dialogue. But I feel like it just kind of makes sense to wrap it up here for today. I want to keep these nice and short. But, wow, we got some backstory here. So there was a war. Now we're locked in a warehouse. We don't even know what our starter is going to be yet. I have no idea. But I think we're going to find out next time, hopefully. But, yes, do look out for that, guys. But again, thank you all so much for watching. And again, let me know, guys, if you played Pokemon Unbound. Really excited to get into this game. Really excited to dive into this and see what this is all about. But thank you all so much for watching, guys. And I will see you all in the next episode.